right now.
What'd you do?
Oh, come on. Hello. Where? Fucking motherfucker. Oh, great.
What?
No, I'm waiting. Because YouTube's already, YouTube's on.
Well, you're talking, so they hear you what you're
Oh,
saying.
hello, everybody. Hold on.
You don't realize the conversations we have, and they're hearing it if you've already started YouTube.
Come on, Facebook.
YAJFF. YAJFF. YAJ.
What?
It went so fast I didn't get a chance to click on to it. Share it. No, don't. Okay, share it because that pisses me off.
Welcome to YAJ.
Your ass out.
Welcome
No,
to YAJ.
Is it back?
I'm on.
Okay. Go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? Hold your horses, okay?
YAJFF.
All right. Now, we're having a little bit of difficulty, y'all.
No,
but
we're
we're
not.
getting there.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are. Don't even act like we ain't. All right. Question is, what if? If you could choose the paint color of your bedroom walls, what color would you choose? You know, I've been watching a lot of these shows, painting and doing different colors and stuff. I like that warm tan color. Tan, or they have a blue. It's like a bluish gray. I really think that would be a beautiful color in a bedroom. You know, I don't want it to feel cold. I have a room for my son that we did, and it was like a light blue, and I swear you walk in the room, you feel cold. Now the other room is red.
I don't care what color.
Really?
Just
You
as
want
long as
black?
Just as long as I wake up and see the walls in the morning. First, what's up, spiritual brothers and sisters? Happy, glad to see y'all. We won't be able to converse with you because I'm over here, not over there. Also,
I can converse because I'm on Facebook, so I can see it.
Okay.
Just not YouTube.
Happy birthday to my baby sister.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to a lot of friends of mine. Today's her birthday between now and Saturday. But basically, happy birthday to everybody this month. My nephew, happy birthday to you on the 31st. And my condolences to people who have passed away within the last 2 weeks. Y'all do realize that there has been a lot of people who passed away in the last 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks.
Shoot, since last month.
And, you know, we're talking about stars, unexpected deaths from uncles, nephews, whatever, family members, friends. And also, and I noticed that people are getting COVID shots.
Actually, I think they were having COVID shots over there off of Bethany Church Road and here in Montpelier.
I reckon.
Or they were doing something.
I guess. Because for me, I'm not getting it. You know, here's my, you know, I'm not getting into all that because for me, that's a whole nother show. But the thing that I want everybody to understand is it's your right. If you feel that afraid of COVID-19, go ahead and get your shot, just like H1N1, N2, wherever that other one they were crying about was so damn dangerous.
Well, supposedly they said there's two, you have to take 2 shots.
Oh, whatever. Look, let me tell you something. Number one, if your president ain't taking a shot, I'm not taking a shot. Number two, even if he is taking a shot, you don't know what you're getting because they sure as hell is not going to make sure that some poor person is going to get top-notch medical equipment. I mean, medical vaccines. So y'all keep thinking that these people are looking out for your best interest. They're not. Because in order for you to build up an immune system, they have to shoot you with the virus, period. That's why a lot of us who got our polio shots and all that other stuff, that's why most of us who really got stuck, because the polio needle was that long.
Well, I don't have a mark.
I do. I got mine in 1979 or something like that. I don't know. But we
Well,
got ours.
I might have got one. I just don't know. But mine, I don't have that marking.
Yeah. All right. To get to our story. And I've been thinking about this because on Tuesday, our Wi-Fi went out in our area. And even though Veronica Rose and I have been talking about what's been going on and transpiring, this is a good point to talk about technology. Because with my Wi-Fi out, this right here was completely useless. It was.
Well, I mean, you can call on it. You can talk to somebody.
I barely could
But
text.
that you can't get through everything else.
I barely could text. I couldn't even FaceTime anybody
No,
with an
you can't
app.
do that.
I couldn't do anything. It was useless. Yeah, I could talk. It remind me of back in the early days, the 80s and early 90s.
That
where
little
you
cell
didn't,
phone that you had.
yeah, when you didn't have
That's all
all
you
this stuff.
had.
Yeah. But
Or that bag phone.
yeah, you had all that stuff. And the reason why I brought this up is because you got to think about when technology goes down. Let me tell you something. If you want to know what is mass chaos, it's not a virus. You watch these shows all the time that tell you completely what mass chaos is. Here's mass chaos. No water. That's number one. You can live with everything else, but you got to have water to live. If there is no water, you will die in 40 days. Scientifically proven.
Well, and the hard part is here in the city, if your power goes off, you still have water. If you live in the country, if your power goes off, that goes off of your water. So you have water just a couple of times. After that, you ain't got nothing.
Right.
You had to fill the bathtubs up because that hurricane that came, I live out in the country. So you filled the tubs up when you knew something was going to happen. You had jugs full of water to be prepared.
Right. Number two, y'all got to understand something. Reason why I didn't get upset and I had to go outside of the house to even text you, to let you know on Facebook that we weren't doing the show. It wasn't because I couldn't. The Wi-Fi didn't come back on until 8:15 that night, well after the show. But I was already prepared. Preparation is the key because regardless if the show go down, I couldn't properly do a show somewhere else.
Well, I mean, we could, but
I have to do it on my phone or I have to upload it later. I don't live my life by social media, so therefore I wasn't upset. The only thing the only thing I was concerned about was a game that I wanted to play. Nah, I didn't care about that. I don't live my life on social media. I enjoy doing social media, but I don't live my life through social media.
yeah, no.
All my bills are caught up because I enjoy doing my bills on my computer or phone because it's so much easier. One click, you're done.
Well, I will admit that. Some of my bills I do on the phone. So yeah. You don't realize how much it's different compared to when we were growing up to now. And the kids that didn't know what it was like back then when we had those phones on the wall that we had to pull the long cord and it got all twisted up and everything. And you're sitting here talking. You couldn't go into another room and talk to somebody. You know, now you got the technology. You can go in anywhere you want in your house and go talk or play computer or download things. And the one thing I like is when you need a question or have to ask a question, you go straight to Google and ask.
Well, basically in the bottom line, for me, it didn't bother me. Only thing that bothered me was I had to wait an extra 4 days to do the story. But the whole thing about it is it's all about preparation. Because one way or another, there's nothing I could have done about it. I had to wait for it to come back on. But I'm pretty sure somebody in that position, they will be panicking. And you know you would have been. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You know, even though it's getting towards the end of the year, and it's almost Christmas time. Next week is Christmas.
Christmas.
You know, I've been trying to take care of personal business so that way my family don't have to struggle in case something happens to me. You know, and that's the key. If something had to happen, are you prepared to for your family to do what they need to do to take care of it? And this is why I'm telling you, y'all need to get yourselves together. You need to think about it. Because if you're only thinking about what you're going to give somebody for Christmas and you're not thinking about your children or grandchildren's future, that's a dumb move right there.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I've got a friend that's going through this, is that, you know, there's been a lot of people passing away. And yes, I'm 50 and it's time for me to make a will. You don't know when it's gonna happen. You don't know when you're gonna pass away or something's gonna happen but to see family go through stuff and when you got siblings or a whole lot of siblings or whatever, and they fight over things, or, you know, it's stressful. It gets very stressful. You know, I have not had to do that to where I had to deal with all that. I'm sure hopefully way down the road, I'll have to deal with that. But, you know, you really need to think about making a will. If you don't make a will, at least have a diary or write notes and put it somewhere and tell your kids, hey, if something ever happens to me, this is right here. You need to look at this. That way you can say, hey, this is what's going on. This is where this is. This is what I got. This is how to take care of things. This is what I want such and such to have and such and such. That way, at least, I mean, like I said, some people know when they're sick. They might not know exactly when they're going to pass away. And, you know, I understand that you're not feeling good and stuff like that. But even for me, you know, when you have children and they have to deal with the stuff that you know, after you pass away and you don't have anything together, it is very, very hard.
There it is.
Very hard.
That's why I've been trying to tell you.
So basically you need to, like I said, if you don't go get a will, at least get a notebook, write down things, and put it somewhere and say, if anything ever happens to me, it's in this folder, in this drawer, and go to it. And that way you have things written down.
And get it notarized. It's all.
You can go to the bank and get it notarized. There's a person there that
legal
notarizes
document
it.
once it's notarized. Even though some courts don't acknowledge notary, which is I don't understand why.
Eric says, yo, what's up?
What's up, dog? Hope your foot's better. But, you know, before we get out, I just want everybody to understand something. You are not promised tomorrow. You're not promised tomorrow. That thought should be no longer in your head. You're not promised tomorrow. You're lucky to see today. Guys, this is, after this year, should have been crystal clear. We understand that 50% of you still want to act like an ass. We got that. We know it.
We can be an ass when we want to. But it's just, you know, I think a lot more people, when you've lost somebody, you start thinking about, you know, you're not promised. I mean, I have lost a lot of people down the road in my life, but, you know, and I've seen how hard it is for people, and it's hard. You know, I might not show it, but
blah blah. It's not about being hard. It's about understanding that it's going to happen, and
it's going to happen. But you're going to miss it. It doesn't matter. But you're still going to miss the person that is gone.
Yeah, I mean, you might have your moments, but in the same token, that's the whole thing. You got people who still mourning over people's deaths. I understand that, but life is not going to wait for you to.
No, I'm not saying mourn for a long time. But you have a grieving point that you know, sometimes you just got to deal with it. And it's not, some people can't handle it very well, and some people can.
Yeah. I understand that.
And
I
some
got
people
about
don't
that.
show it until they're by themselves and away from everybody else.
I got that too. And just like I said before, my whole thing is I don't have a pity party for nobody. But what I'm saying is life goes on. Because again, this is the difference between me and her. This is the difference. The difference is when I go before a judge, they don't give a crap what my life story is. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is why I'm giving you the reality of what life is. Nobody cares about your feelings and what you're going through. So you either need to get over it and learn how to deal with it in a timely manner, or you can just let life pull you over.
But you also have to understand all people grieve in different ways.
And I understand that too. But that's why I said, when it comes from the perspective of someone who understands that, don't nobody care if I'm grieving. But
That's not necessarily true. You have friends that know that.
No, I'm not talking about friends. I'm talking about outside of the friends and family.
Because people don't know. And if they do know, then they'll be like, I'm sorry. And then you got some that just don't, okay, whatever, and walk away. I got that.
And just like Bills don't care you grieving.
Oh my God, no.
Bills don't give a rat's ass nail if you grieving. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. The whole thing about it is we understand, everybody understands, but the essentials of life don't give a shit if you are grieving about anything.
They still want their money.
Hello? Y'all see what's happening with the stimulus checks? Y'all see what's happening, what's going on? You think them congressmen care? No, why would they?
And like you said, there's people that, there's businesses that lost because of this COVID-19 that, they don't know how they're going to pick it back up.
Yeah, of course.
And that's sad. And then you've got people out here that are trying to pay their bills, but if they ain't got a job, how can you pay your bills? And you're throwing them out on the sidewalk. Well, guess what? You can throw them out on the sidewalk, but if every one of these people don't have the money to pay for it, guess what? You ain't getting no money either.
That's what I'm saying.
So you're going to throw these people out on the streets when they ain't got no money, but you ain't going to have no money getting bills because you done throwing them all on the streets. Do you think somebody's going to come back and see you because you threw them out on the street because of that?
That's all I've been saying.
No, they don't. And, and I think that's down outright rude.
I truly understand.
Because remember, always put yourself in somebody else's shoes because you never know what might happen to you. And then one day you're going to need that help. Well, guess what? They're going to let you go. Guess what? You threw me on my butt. I'm throwing you out on your butt. You didn't help me. Why should I help you?
That's all I'm saying. All right, people. Have a beautiful Saturday. I'll see you on YouTube Tuesday.
YAJ.
YouTube Tuesday.
Then it'll be Christmas Eve. Oh, I am trying to tell you.
You were not tiny down. All right, y'all. Peace out. Y'all have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you on Tuesday, YouTube Tuesday. Maybe in a cheerful, more spiritual.
Cheerful. We are cheerful.
No, this was not cheerful.
Yeah, it was. Cheerful to me.
How is it cheerful?
Because it ain't my fault people don't want to hear facts.
Well, that's understandable. I'm talking about more Christmassy stuff.
Oh, no, you'll never get that.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Welcome
Wing it out of you.
to YAJ.
Welcome to YAJ.